Can you guys see and hear me okay? I'm in the cafe. I really hope the music doesn't pick up. You guys, you have no idea. It's obvious. If I saw someone else like this, I probably would be staring too. But there's so many people just watching me as I walk by. Also, I don't know how strong the Wi-Fi is, so I hope everything will be okay. If the live stream cuts out, then I think that's it for today. You got a super bad echo. You might have to input my let's block. What can I do? I don't know what to do. Maybe this wasn't a good idea. I'm being loud, I swear. I'm super quiet. I don't know how to disable it though. Go here. Ooh, that's good. Damn it, I don't know where. I don't see it anywhere in the settings. Oh yeah, I've never used this before in my live streams. And I don't have my microphone. Dosho. Hey, Anthony. Dosho. I wonder if I unplug this thing, you guys may not be able to hear me. Thanks, Con Studios. Zen Studios? Yes, Zen Studios. Dosho. Why does YouTube make this so freaking difficult? Okay. I don't know, Kaka. Let me try to hear something. Oh yeah, I hear the echo. Oh yeah, I hear the echo. Oh yeah, I hear the echo. It's funny. Okay, let me stop. Okay, let's try to fix this. Okay. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to set it up another live stream, and I think I found a way to funnel you guys to the other live stream, and I'm going to start it up with the OBS, see if that works. So just give me time. I have to set it up first. Why is there always like trouble when I'm trying to do this? Gurgle. Thank you, Studiograph. Or the next thing I could try to do is I can just like unplug this. But last time I did something similar, like you guys couldn't hear anything. So let me try to unplug this. Does anyone have any like, if I unplug this, do you know for certain that you're not going to hear anything? Because that's what happened before. So how many of you guys vote that I should take this, like unplug this and just use my computer settings? Oh, there's no echo. Oh, okay, so maybe I don't have to do anything? Sounds good on my end, okay. Oh, it's okay. I wonder what was wrong. So everyone can hear okay? No, ma'am. Anyone else want to back me up? Okay, I'm happy. I'm so happy. How's everyone doing today? I'm sniffles again. By the way, for those who have just joined, maybe it was like, maybe, I don't know. For those who have just joined, I'm in the cafeteria of the hotel. They have breakfast now. And so I had breakfast earlier, and I went back to my room, and then I came back down. Now I have coffee. I don't usually drink coffee. I'm drinking coffee today. So that's my day so far. Oh, by the way, I was thinking for tomorrow's live stream. Yeah, I have to. I study Japanese. I take Japanese classes and lessons and stuff, and I do like this online kanji service. I thought like maybe you guys can study Japanese with me tomorrow. What say you guys? Is everything still okay? Like as soon as you guys hear lag, please let me know. I have like an extra. I have a portable Wi-Fi, so if worst comes to worst, I can just use that. Oh, Jwyanze. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you for the monies. Yeah, I got monies. I got monies. Thank you. So do you guys want to study Japanese with me tomorrow? Or do you guys have any questions? I didn't show you guys where I am. This is outside. That's it. That's all I see. Oh, there's the truck. What's going on, everybody? I'm posting this on. I'm live streaming now. Join me. I have started and stopped learning Japanese like 15 times in the last 11 years. How would you recommend jumping back in and getting a solid foundation? First, spend your money. Seriously, like I think whenever you want to do something, whenever you have a goal, you should spend some money in that goal because it pressures you to keep at it. So for me, I have private Japanese lessons, I have group Japanese lessons, and I also have like kanji lessons, all that I paid for. And so with the lessons, I have a fixed day that I have to go. So that pressures me. And then, like, if I cancel, I don't cancel. I canceled for COVID. But, like, if I cancel, then I feel guilty. And if I cancel too much, then they're going to pressure me. So I think the best way to achieve something is to spend money. Driving now. Oh, please be careful. Don't, yeah, please focus on driving, Jwyanze. Are you on Discord as well? Yes, I am, but only for Patreon users can join the Discord. What's up, Jasmine? Hey, Albert. What's up? Hey, Jazz. Sorry for being late. Forgot my You forgot your password? Come on, man. Just kidding. Thank you for joining, Andy, always. Thanks for the solid reply. Yeah, no problem. Let's see. I'm putting this on. You guys see my phone? Oh, I'm so embarrassed to show you guys my phone. I'm going to show you guys anyway. This is my phone. You see? Like, you see how, like, oh, this is what I'm about to post on Instagram, by the way, this video. But when my sister came, like, 2 years ago, she dropped my phone, and then, like, the cracks have just been, like, spreading. Look at my home button. I'm not saying this, like, I'm showing you guys just because I think it's amazing. Look at my home button. Like, it comes off. So I think I'm going to be buying a new phone soon. But at the same time, because it works, I'm just like, it works. So, like, why spend money? That's my mentality, like, with the whole guest house and everything. Because, like, I'm saving so much money, it's now, like, I don't think I'm cheap, but, like, I'm staying here for God's sakes. But, yeah, I don't like spending money so much now. Like, if something works, I'm just going to keep using it. But I almost lost my home button the other day, just yesterday, actually. Because it comes completely out. My S7 did that, and I just straight up put a fiberglass stream over it so I don't stab myself with the shattered shards. Yeah, actually, one of my my Japanese grandma, she taped my phone up. She put like saran wrap and then she taped it up. But then like the saran wrap got like cut on the glass, so it was really, really wonky. So I had to take it off, but my phone looks so ghetto. It looks ghetto now. Sorry, I'm trying to pay attention. I'm just gonna post this on Instagram so our friends can join us. What's everyone doing today? Oh, I think I told you guys in yesterday's live stream. What the hell is this? I think I told you guys in yesterday's live stream, but when I go outside, I can see Tokyo Tower. You can kind of see it. Maybe because of the camera. You can see like up there, there's the top of Tokyo Tower. Yesterday I had like such a beautiful day with my students. We went to Tokyo Tower. We went inside Tokyo Tower, and also we got lunch at like the Prince Hotel. It was lovely. My student, she's amazing. Actually, she's the one that was in my previous video when we went to Narita. Thanks for live streaming. I still haven't posted this. Okay, posted. Okay, you are now my attention. Can you guys still hear me okay? Ohayou gozaimasu. Hi. So who else is studying Japanese? Oh, the music stopped. Oh, the comments are slow today. I guess like I can just ramble about like a story or something like this. Let's see. I'm curious. So like, hey Ned, what's up? I'm laughing because you're just like, I'm present. Let's see. You should just get one of your relatives to send you a new phone if it's too expensive to replace in Japan, or get a new screen. Apparently, they're really easy to replace. Yeah, I kind of just need a new phone because, like, especially with my crypto accounts and like a few of my like devices that I use, they need like updated software. And my current iPhone, I can't use it with that. So, like, what is it, 2FA authentication or whatever? Some of my authentication devices doesn't work with my iPhone because my iPhone doesn't have like, it can't support the software update, something like this. So I'm probably just going to invest in a new phone. Not new. I'm gonna buy like a used phone from Nakano Broadway. Because like overall, like there's so many used electronic stores here, and Japanese people really take care of their electronics. So they look like they're new. So I'm just probably gonna buy like a used iPhone 11 Pro or something like this. I'm present, yeah, because I'm driving. Don't worry, Jwyanze. Your safety is priority. I'm curious, do we have any other Americans or people from like Western countries who have traveled to other countries? What did you find? Like, what was the culture for you? Because I'm working on another video, and it was funny because I started realizing, like all of the things that, like, so when I was back in the States, it's weird how like center I felt, and I feel like many Americans feel we are in the world. We feel like we are the center of the world. And so I remember thinking like, hey, we don't have accents. Why does everyone else have an accent? We don't have accents. Or like American culture. What is like we really had a culture because we were such a blend of everything. Outside of the US now for like what, 7 years. Um, I realized just like typical American things that we do and that we think. Yeah, that like I don't even think us as Americans realize that we do it, and how annoying it can be. Oh, what do you guys think are some things that Americans typically do when they travel that not necessarily is rude, but what do you think, like how can you tell an American is an American abroad? Apple problems, right? I wish I could travel, could afford to travel to another country. You can, Ned, you can. Everyone, I think, really, I think everyone can travel to another country. It just takes like, so how I would do it, if I was living in the US and I didn't have the job that I had in the US, how I would travel is I would make my way down so I could work like any part time job, and then just work my way down, starting towards Mexico, because Mexico is like the gateway to like all of the other countries, right? Unless you go to Canada, but then it's like a dead end. So what I would do is I would like either road trip to Mexico, or I would either like get some money, then travel down south to maybe like Florida, or like yeah, just like make my way to like Texas or whatever and pick up some odd jobs along the way and then go to Mexico. And then you can still find jobs in Mexico and then you can go further down to Central America. So I think like me personally, if you broaden your mind to what traveling abroad is and not just going overseas is, I think it's many people will find that it's doable. It's doable, definitely. You can do it, Ned. Let's see. Oh, I am hesitant about buying anything used. I'm worried about germs and bad vibes from previously owned something. Oh yeah, you just pray over it. It's okay. Or like surround it by gemstones. I'm half joking because half joking. Expect everyone to speak English. Oh, yeah. Actually, like one thing that I realized like some not just Americans do is when they travel, sometimes they're like too afraid to talk because like they don't speak the language. So instead of just saying excuse me or thank you or whatever, they say nothing. And that's so rude. That is so rude. I see it happen so like not so much so now because there's not as many foreigners now, but before like when I would go to like touristic areas like Asakusa or whatever, and when like a Japanese person does something for the foreigner, and like the foreigner just looks like so like nervous because like they don't want to make a mistake, and so they don't speak the language, so they just say nothing, and that's a mistake because yeah, just say it in your natural language. Thank you and smile. Smiles are universal. Expect everyone to speak English. Let's see. Studio Graph, your comment got held for review. Shitty escalator etiquette. What do you mean by that? What do you mean? Uh, Actually, like in Washington, D.C., we usually stand on the left side of the escalator, but in Maryland and Baltimore, like no one cares. Like people like stand in the center. Hey, one godless monkey, what's up? Americans look for American conveniences in other countries and expect everyone to change for them when they travel. Ooh, Jwyanze, you hit the nail on the head. Wow. That's deep. Yeah, I can definitely see that. Totally. It's just COVID preventing us to travel successfully. Yeah, Ned. Yeah. We tend to think our rights and privileges apply in other countries. Oh, yes. Yes. Solomon, yes. Okay, guys, go on. What other things do you think Americans? Can you tell an American when you're abroad? You send what gives foreigners away. You said what gives foreigners away? Honestly, I think just walking etiquette in general. What do you mean? Like, can you guys explain the escalator thing and the walking etiquette? I'm always scared, like when the comment goes like slow or something like this. I'm always scared that like, oh, did I lose connection or something like this? But I think I would get a notification. I think just walking. Sure, so I feel like people are less aware of themselves in public, whereas in Japan, people are most often aware and not just in the way, stopping poorly in the middle of the. Oh my god. No, in Japan, in Tokyo especially, this happens all the time. It's like the most frustrating thing. And I think like I have sidewalk rage. I had it in DC, not so much so in Maryland because there's not as many people. But like in Tokyo, it drives me crazy, especially like in downtown Tokyo, when people are just like they just stop in the middle of like walkways or like as soon as you get off the escalator, why the F are you standing? Like you get off the escalator, sometimes there are people that just like stop and look at their phone at the top of the escalator, like what are you doing? And like the whole escalator is full. that really pisses me off. And it's Japanese people. It's not like I'm pretty sure like foreigners do the exact same thing, especially like when you're looking for something. But it's so frustrating. Like I don't understand how the people are so slow here. Like in DC, I think because of the tourists, like it's slow. And I know like Tokyo has a lot of tourists as well, like especially in Shibuya, Shinjuku. But like the people, like actually like oh, it's so frustrating. I like you guys. I seriously have sidewalk rage, and I'll like make noises too, which is the worst. Like, yeah, one guy like who did exactly that. Um, he like got off the escalator, and he wasn't like an old guy. He was like a younger guy who's like punked out and everything. And he just like stood at the top of the escalator. I was like so pissed off. I'm just like, Ikuyo, like go. And then he like looked at me, and then he went. But it was just like so frustrating. Like, why the f do you do that? But like overall, I do think like because of Japanese culture, like they're more aware of like not getting in the way, aside from on the sidewalk. That's weird. I hate those. Yeah, Andy, right? Happens a lot. Yes. I guess I didn't spend too much time in busy Tokyo. Fukuoka and Osaka were pretty good. I think like I have never been to Fukuoka, but I love Osaka and I love Osaka people, Osakan people. They are the most like direct and honest, and I love Osaka. Like if Osaka was bigger, then I would probably move there. But Tokyo is bigger and they have like more opportunities, especially for like networking and business and stuff. That's the only reason why I'm still in Tokyo. But Osaka, like, so in Tokyo, I can spend full days not talking to anyone. Like, I can go outside and just not talk to anyone. Like, I'll talk to like the convenience store people, but it's also up to me because like I'm not one to like approach people outside, like on the sidewalk or anything. But in Osaka, every single time, 100%, every single time that I've gone to Osaka, like random people have just come up to and talked to me and asked me, like, hey, do you want to go out? Not numpying me. I don't think it was numpying me, because there were like girls and like with their party or whatever. But they tried to include me, like, let's go hang out, let's go get drinks or something like this. Or like I was on my phone once, and this one guy asked me just like, "Do you need help? Are you lost?" in Japanese. So like they're not like pandering to my foreignness or anything. But yeah, I think I felt like Osaka people, like Osakan people, just like we're human. I hate to say that, but like, excuse me, they were like more just like warm. Yeah, that's the word, warm. I think Tokyo people are really cold. But I think you can say the same about New York. People that stop in front of doors or stairways, it's like they have no awareness of anyone else around them. Yes, yes. So you guys get the like good part of me for the most part. You guys get to see me like all happy and cheerful, and for the most part, this is me. But like, put me on a sidewalk in front of like lots of people. Jasmine, who? Like, I that's one of my pet peeves is slow people because I walk really quickly, but I can't stand slow people. First, I thought this car was gonna like ram through the window. It, he just like drove up on the sidewalk. Uh, yeah, I can't stand slow people and people that just stop in the middle of the. And there's also so many older people too, but they're cute, but they're like older and like they do that a lot too. It's so frustrating. I spent so much time wondering if Japan would be a good fit for me. I've never lived elsewhere outside of America before. I would love to travel as you do. Seems lonely, though, to be there, I think. As a dark skinned male, it would be awkward because they would assume that I'm African and see me differently. Andy, so I would highly recommend show people, slow people in elevators who refuse to get out. Yeah. So, Andy, I think like when I first came to Japan, there were people who like I met many foreigners who were just like gung ho about like living in Japan. Like, yeah, it was my life dream to live in Japan, and I love Japan, and I'm always gonna live in Japan, and like this is the best country ever. And they were always gone within a year because they just didn't have the skills needed to live by themselves. So it doesn't seem like you're that type, Andy. But I'm saying this because like I think the most successful foreigners who live in Japan, they're successful and they're able to live here long term because they have mastered the art of being by themselves and like entertaining themselves. Because for the most part, I can only speak for Tokyo, but for the most part, like Tokyo people are busy. They don't have time. Like when you see people like going out and like partying, that's usually a work function. And Tokyo is great for foreigners. I highly recommend. Like I think maybe Tokyo is like the best place I've ever been. If you're just a tourist and you're visiting, even just for 3 months, it's the best. But when you actually work here and you are actually part of the society here, it's not that great. Like it's super busy. Their work hours are ridiculous. What they expect you to do for like no payment is ridiculous. Um, Unless you are solid in how you like deal with your alone time and you can be alone, then I would not recommend Tokyo to live here. In regards to like being a dark skinned male, so what? Like overall, if you tell them like you're American, whatever, they'll treat you like, for the most part, they just treat you um, like a foreigner. That's what I like about Japan, is that for the most part, there are exceptions. For the most part, most foreigners are treated almost like equally. Of course, I think there is a preference for like white or like lighter skin, more so just white foreigners, but overall, we're still in the same boat. So, especially with older Japanese people, it doesn't care if you're white, black, or what Indian, whatever. You're still other. So, yeah, if you like act like an American, or so like more like just dress like an American, and say you're from the U.S., you're still in that boat. Now there are like people who come directly from Africa, like Ghana. I've only met one Kenyan person. No, well, sort of, but like there's like many like Nigerian and Ghanaian people, and they can be kind of like pushy. They kind of have like a bad reputation, especially in like Roppongi, Ueno, Harajuku. But I think there's, for at least for me, I feel like there's a clear difference. You can easily tell them apart from like westernized, dark skinned people. People. Yeah, people. Um, does that make sense at all? Slow people in elevators who refuse to get out or pause when you're walking somewhere and only one lane to follow. They are the worst, right? Right. Have had someone come up to me and talk to me in Tokyo, strangely enough. They've been to my country. Hey, do they know that you were from, like, do they know where you were from? Like, were they able to guess it, Jwyanze? Interesting. I'm a lone wolf type, so I might be all right. But yeah, would hate to be alone most of the time without good friends. Yeah, that's why I recommend living in social residences. So if you want your own place, like your own apartment, that's great. But especially like if you're Japanese, like I don't necessarily advocate for fluency of a language. To me, that's like ridiculous. Fluency, like it's great to be fluent and it's great for that to be your dream. But for me, when I'm like going to a different country for long term, my ideal mission is to be able to communicate with that language. So not necessarily learn how to structure sentences perfectly. No, my focus is, do you understand me, and what is the best pattern where I can still use English words, but also like use it in like maybe your sentence structure, or use like key words in this language. So like fluency is highly overrated, I think. I think everyone's mission when you're going to a different country, even if you're planning to live there for a few years, should be communication. And yeah, if you feel comfortable communicating in Japanese, you have to have courage. You have to have confidence to do this. You should be fine, Andy. But like if you get your own apartment, then most likely you're just going to be lonely. If you live in a social apartment where you have to share like the kitchen or share just like entertainment areas, that would be ideal because they have like events that you where you can meet other people, and usually lots of Japanese people live there, so you can improve your Japanese naturally, or your communication naturally. I hope I didn't lose my focus of what I wanted to say. But yeah, like the loneliness, like I've met a handful of foreigners who came here to Japan. They were diagnosed with depression, and they had to go back to their countries because like they weren't the types to like have enough confidence to just go up to Japanese people and just start talking, or go up to people and start talking. So when you get here, especially again if you're not fluent in the language, lots of people they like get too scared to even go outside because they don't know how to talk to people. And yeah, you're just at home by yourself the whole time. And yeah, people go crazy, not like literally crazy, but they just like they get lonely, they get depressed, stuff like this. So to combat that, move to a social residence. You can have your own apartment, just like share entertainment stuff. You can also meet girls. Interesting. I am alone. Okay, I only mention the African thing because I heard the Africans had a bad reputation out there for scamming and yeah. So yeah, the Africans in Tokyo are kind of like they even like when I'm walking in Roppongi, which I don't like doing that much, they're like there's some like Arabic guys too, but mainly like they're African. They're super pushy. Even with me, they'll say like, hey sister, come to my club, come to my bar, and they'll basically like push you into the club. And me and my friends, like this another my friend who's like a black American, and my Australian friend in Roppongi, we were out at night. We were like looking to party or whatever. Like we were looking to waste time before we went somewhere else. And this like African guy, he's just like, come, like come to my bar, come to my bar. And we're just like, are there people in there? Because it was still early. And the guy's just like, yeah, it's crowded. We're just like, can we see first? And the guy's just like, no, if you come, you have to stay. We're just like, okay, but like we couldn't see because like the inside you have to go downstairs to enter the bar, and we're just like, okay, but we want to see first. And the guy's just like, no, come in, it's like there's many people, it's a lot of fun. So we go, we paid the cover charge, and we had to buy a drink too, by the way. And when we got down there, there was absolutely no one there. That liar. There was no one there, but they're like super pushy, so pushy. And I think if you're a guy, it's even worse because like a lot of them own like bars, and yeah, I don't know if they're like girls bars or whatever, but I know like a lot of them own bars, and like they're just like, I think if you're a black girl, they're pushy because they're trying to pull like the black like brother sister thing. But I think if you're a guy, there it's worse. Like they'll actually like hold you and like try to pull you in. And honestly, like in kabukicho, like the Japanese guys, they do the same. Like they try to pull guys into the bars. But yeah. But I think like overall, like at least for me, and like according to like some of the like my Japanese students I talked to, it seemed like they can tell who is like from Africa and then who is not, who's from a Western country. Um, I think like we just dress differently. I don't know, or we hold ourselves. I don't know. I really don't know. I love your mind, Jasmine. You are so eloquent. Thank you so much. Can't remember. Wow. Hey, Jazz. Since you grew up in Baltimore, have you seen a show called Black Life in Japan that was on a channel called Colors? That's what the host Dan Smith said. The Africans there are aggressive. No, I've never heard of that. I've never seen that. Ooh, that's interesting. Is it based from Baltimore? I can't remember how many times an African guy called me his brother in Shinjuku. Yeah, and invited me to his brothel for authentic Japanese food. Yeah, that's exactly what they say. Yeah, it's like it's really not. Uh, Especially like because like we're both black. Like when I first came here and I saw like this type of behavior and just how pushy they were, especially like when I'm with my Japanese friends, like make me feel bad because I'm just like can like I don't want to other them at all, but like I don't want to be associated with this type of behavior. Like can they tell the difference? And not that I asked directly, it seems like they can, like many Japanese people can tell the difference between like a person from Africa like in Japan versus like a westernized person. I think it just seems like that. um yeah, oddly enough I don't see that many like African women. I see like many African American women or like Caribbean, still American, Central America, Caribbean, Black Caribbean women. I don't see many like African women though. and not always liked and fake being American. Oh yeah, that's the other thing. I've heard so many cases of like freaking guys saying that they're from the U.S. And in this one group that I'm in, the woman asked, she's like, "Oh, where are you from in the U.S.?" And he couldn't name a state, and she's just like, "What?" I think he couldn't name a state or whatever. And she's just like, "Wait, are you from East Coast or West Coast?" And like she said, like he was playing with her and everything. And she's just like, "No, seriously, where are you from? Because you have an accent." And he's just like, "No, actually, I'm from Ghana." She's just like, "So have you ever been to the U.S.?" He's like, "No," but people like he said like people like when he tells them that he's from the U.S. So I've seen this in my forum. Like I've never encountered a person like this, but I've heard of cases like this. Africa's a big place, right? Right? Africa's a huge place. Yeah. I'll look outside. Oh. Oh, never mind. I thought I saw something, but I did not. Mm. Yeah, this hotel, by the way, is just like it's next to like all of like downtown beautiful Tok. Oh, by the way, I'm right next to Roppongi. um, yeah, but like this actual hotel is like in the middle of kind of like nowhere. There's like nothing around here. But you just go one block, and not even a full block. Just walk to the main street. There's Tokyo Tower. Sorry, that was random, but I thought I saw something. Um, yeah. The thing is, like, when I first came to Japan, I think it's okay for me to say this now, but like, I put this in my PDF. So when you guys join my email newsletter, you guys get access to all of the resources that I use to get me in Japan, to live in Japan, find my like apartment, everything. I don't live in an apartment now, but I think I mentioned like when I first came to Japan, I was on a tourist visa, and I wasn't supposed to be working, but I did not know that. I came to Japan on the whim, on the whim, and I had like no plans. I had no money, absolutely no money, and I was just like volunteering. And like I found this one job on Craigslist, and it was for a Ghanaian guy, and he had open. I wonder how he's doing, but he opened up this English teaching online English teaching service for 500 yen. So I was getting paid 500 yen for like what I think it was like 30 minutes. 30 minutes of English teaching. That was my first English teaching gig job. I got paid shit. I didn't know like how much to charge. I didn't know like that was like super low. Um, yeah, he was a nice guy. I think he was married. He had like a kid, but he was like younger than me at that time. He was like 23, 24. Why am I telling this story? There was a point somewhere. Hmm. When it comes to blogging, vlogging, J-blogging, I feel like I struggle with the idea that anyone would give a crap about me and what I'm doing. What do you mean? Well, at the same time, I follow a lot of people and really feel connected. Do you ever struggle with feelings? Wait, that's super interesting. Studiograph. What do you mean? When it comes to blogging, vlogging, J-blogging, I feel like I struggle with the idea that anyone would give a crap about me. What do you mean? Like, please explain. This sounds really interesting. What do you mean? You feel like people wouldn't give a crap about you here in Japan, or you feel like too many people would care about what you do? Please, please, please explain. I'm curious. I feel like a Muppet. You know how they dance? I would say when you go to Japan, whatever stereotypes that you are associated with in the West doesn't follow you there. They are so culturally disconnected from everything else. That's my 2 cents. Jwyanze, I agree. For the most part, I agree with that. And it feels really liberating. It feels like, oh God, like it feels really good to like, yes, they prefer not so much. They like a lot of people would prefer like white people because they're just more prominent in the media, and those are the like leaders and everything that come to Japan to help make decisions with like Japanese and Western relations are usually like white men. So yes, that maybe they feel slightly more comfortable with white men, but overall, with like overall they're still in the same boat as like all foreigners. So it feels like super freeing to not like when you go up to someone not for them to just like be like, I don't know, like just like when you would approach someone in the US, sometimes like it's the wrong person. You can tell like they have certain preconceived notions about you. But here in Japan, it's more just like, oh my God, foreigner, I don't speak English. That's usually what it looks like, or it seems like they're thinking. It's like, fuck, like how do I speak to this person? Or even if you're speaking in Japanese to them, they'll still like speak to you in English. But yeah, in the US, like depending, for the most part, like I feel like many like white people I would go up to in the US, like they'd be kind to me. Or like I don't know, like in the US I was just so used to it, I didn't think anything about it. But there were times where like white people would really try to connect with me, so much so just like I'm not like all the other white people you see. Like it just feels good to like interact with people and they don't automatically think like they don't have like so many stereotypes about you, you know? It feels like an even playing field. Yes, I feel no one would care. Oh, like this studiograph. So, studiograph, are you saying that you're struggling with the idea that no one would care about you? So, if anything was to happen to you negatively, then people wouldn't care enough to like help you, something like this? Is this what you mean? Is there like fuzz in my microphone? Mm. Mm-hmm. I kind of want more like coffee or juice. They're about to like finish up breakfast in like 13 minutes. Studiograph. Well, let's see if I can still like make a comment to what you said. Like in regards to people not caring about you. This is why I recommend when you travel to let's see. I think the people with the most success when traveling are those who are open-minded and eager to learn. Yes, Andy. Yeah. That's true. Jwyanze, studiograph. Do what you're passionate about. Someone else who associated with it. No, I mean to be a blogger. Like you need a certain amount of pizzazz or interesting traits or something. I don't know. I feel like if I blogged or something, I wouldn't gather any interest. That's what you mean, man. I thought you were talking about even more deeper than that. I'm disappointed. No, just kidding. Um, yeah, I think like not trying to like name names, but like it depends on your um on your interests. Like everyone is unique in what they like and what they want to do. So if you like record yourself, if you like start a blog or a vlog, your perception is different from anyone else in the world. So you will bring a different spin to it. Why do you think there's so many people talking about like life in Japan, black in Japan? Like it's the same damn thing, but like everyone has their unique like experience. You can do the same exact topics as everyone else, but because of your experience and where you have been in Japan and Tokyo, the people you have encountered, it will be different. So that's why those topics are still like trending. Let's see. Close-minded people don't travel for a reason. I don't know. Some close-minded people, I've met a few, and they're just like, why don't they do this? Why don't they do this? It's just like you're not in the U.S. Let's see. I'm a lone wolf, but enjoy. Here's a lame travel story for you, Jasmine-san. Lone wolf, but enjoy fellowship. So the last time I went to Israel, I got an Airbnb room with a Jewish family. They had a dinner party, and there were 2 Japanese guests. I had purchased an what? A chog citrus fruit, which was green and lumpy, like a large lime. I thought it looked like Godzilla's head. I jokingly picked it up and puppeteered it while softly roaring, Jasmine! Hey, King! I roared and said, Gojira, Gojira. Nobody got the joke. I was so let down. Margaret. Uh, was that embarrassing? Everyone has something interesting about them. I think you should invest in yourself and share your thoughts. I guarantee you'll find a similar audience as well. Exactly, Andy. I agree with Andy. People feed off of your passion. If you do something that you really like, people would gravitate towards it. Exactly. It also depends on what you want for like YouTube. Like I know people who just generally want to document their experiences, and so that's what they do. They don't care about like growing their channel to like big numbers or anything. In the beginning, I have to admit that was me. Like I'm making random videos. Like, do you guys see the shit that is my older videos? It's like I don't watch those, but I keep them up because like people, I still get comments sometimes. People saying like, "Wow, thank you for this video. Wow, Peru." But like, yeah, over time, if you want to like use like YouTube as like other source of income, like passive income, or like you want like influence or something like this for your other projects, that's kind of what the boat that I'm in. I want to use YouTube for marketing, and yeah, I want to spread positivity all around the world. But yeah, then you have to pay attention to how to grow on YouTube, how to appease the algorithm, which I have not been able to do. Um, yeah, it's a lot more like business research if you plan to like grow your channel on YouTube. It's kind of cloudy today. If I wasn't so shy, I would do what you're doing. You have to get rid of the shyness. I like, in all honesty, I am super shy. Like, why you don't see me talking to that many people, right? Like, I have no problem going up to people if you tell me to do it. But if I have to think about it long term, it's really difficult for me. I'm like super shy. Like I think a lot of YouTubers actually are shy, and it's because they're introverted or they're just like really shy that but they still want to get like some type of interaction. So I think like YouTube is a way to like still interact with the world and not have to like interact with them, like face to face, because there's more pressure like that. So at least like the YouTubers that I've met, like when I would go to like YouTube parties or gatherings, like it was a little bit, lots of the people are socially awkward because like they don't really know how to interact with people in real life. And I consider myself to be in the same boat. So I think if you are shy, that means you have the qualities of a YouTuber. So you should just do it. Let's see. On YouTube, are you marketing yourself or a service? Oh, right now I'm marketing myself, Enlightize. Right now, I'm still trying to find what the majority of my subscribers like, because depending on the video that I make, I'll have different subscribers watch them, or like the YouTube algorithm will only send it to a portion of my subscribers. So I'm still at the phase of trying to figure out what you guys want to see, not just like my subscribers, but just like, so after, if I put out a video, if a lot of my subscribers are keep coming to my channel and then they click on this, because whether like YouTube has showed them my video or not, if they're my subscriber, if they come back to my video, a new video that I made, if a lot of my subscribers do that, then YouTube will push it out to a more general audience. And I'm trying to see like what subject matter can I make where like YouTube will do that, or my subscribers will jump on this video and YouTube will promote that. So I'm still at the phase of trying to figure out like what niche I can fulfill. What exactly do you guys want to know about me being a locked Black American woman in Tokyo, in Japan? I'm trying to figure out what aspect do you guys want to know more of, and what most of you guys like, so I can continue down that path and I can make more items down that path. Overall, though, whatever you guys like, whatever more content I like, my perception, I want to share my like what I think like my long-term subscribers, like King, Phoenix, Jwyanze, Andy, maybe a Menace, Sakura Rain. Like, I think what you guys like me. I'm not trying to be like toot my own horn. I like you guys too. But I think you guys have been my subscribers for a while because you guys like me and you guys like how I think. And so no matter what subject matter that the majority of my subscribers like, I still want to share this ability to like be an alchemist and like change your way of thinking no matter what thing happens, like whatever negativity comes your way, like how you can shift your mind. That to me is Enlightize, shifting your mind to take control of the situation. So no matter whatever area that you guys like, there that part of Enlightize will always be there. But first, I have to try to find my mission in. I have to like my mission right now is like trying to find out like what the majority of my Enlightizers will support, so that the YouTube algorithm can share it to a broader audience. So that's important. That's the reason why when I create a video, it's really important for like you guys to like share it if you really like it. Don't just like, well, I would appreciate if you shared it just to support me, but I really want to know what you guys want to see and what you guys, what you guys are interested in, so I can continue to make that type of content. So you guys liked the video, like again, when I was doing the analysis at the end of the year, or I think my live stream, like I had the presentation. When I was analyzing my videos from 2020, you guys like money, but you guys don't like really technical money, like the crypto video. um, yeah, you guys like when I talk to you, and you guys, for the most part, you guys are pretty much liking the slice of life videos where I'm just like living life in Tokyo. So I have a few more videos planned where I'm just like talking to you guys and telling you guys my experience. But we'll see how it goes. That's why, like, if you guys want to see something, if you have a problem, especially if you have a problem and you want to know, just like, Jasmine, I don't know what to do about this and in Japan and stuff. Like, tell me, I can try to help you. Yeah. Let me go back to your comments. On YouTube, are you marketing? Okay. You know what I saw recently? A woman on Millennial Money said, whatever you start doing for free is what you end up doing for the rest of your life, or something like that. It really hit home. That's interesting. I want to think about that more. Fear of outside criticism, I guess. Rose, like, I don't know what you want in life, but if you want to be successful in anything, you have to stop giving a damn what other people think. Enlightize is my third channel. The first two channels, my coworkers found it, or like people I knew found it, or I got like a whole lot of hate, and I couldn't deal with it. Here with Enlightize, like people are calling me the N-word, a bitch, like, often. Often, but it doesn't bother me. These people don't know you, like they don't know you, and obviously like the people who, like, when it hits a core, like your biggest haters are going to be people who you know. So as long as you can like understand that and get used to it, it's fine. Like, yeah, my biggest supporters are the people I don't know. Strangers are my biggest supporters. And the people who like hate on me, who bash me, who talk behind my back, they're all people I know. Like, of course, there's people like haters who I don't know who also hate on me. But like the ones who like hit hard, hit deep, I'm just like, wow, like you're supposed to be my friend. Like you're supposed to be my family. But as long, like if you can make peace with that, like this is going to keep happening, it's fine. So now, like, if a family member says something, which recently, especially when I hit the 5,000 subscribers mark, like my family has been more supportive. For the most part, they started asking me about YouTube stuff. But yeah, like as long as you can like just realize that it has nothing to do with you. Like their hate towards you, their negativity has nothing to do with you. It's all about them and their insecurities. It's fine. It's completely fine. Don't take it personally. Just keep doing you. Keep swimming. Yeah, mega introverted. That's why Clubhouse app scares me. It would be interesting to see videos revolving around interesting quotes like the one mentioned above. Could you be a little bit more specific? Whatever you start doing for free is what you end up like that? You can try. Let me screenshot that, Andy. Including your thoughts and reflections on how it relates to your life. We are all on board on this journey with you. I want to see you win, Jazz. Yeah, Andy. Yeah, like that's my point. Like you guys, my long-term subscribers, even some new subscribers, like you guys have been like pivotal in me like just continuing with Enlightize. You guys have been like so sweet to me, so kind when other people were just like bashing me. It's fine, thank you. Enlightize is your ambition. Yes, yes, Ned. Honestly, does it sting when people call you the N-word? No, it doesn't sting. It doesn't sting at all. It's like, again, I don't know. There's just like this point in my life where like if someone says something negative, like nothing seems to penetrate like my nothing seems to penetrate anymore because I feel like I've gone through the gambit. So like when someone says something to me, whether I know them personally or not, to me, I first think, usually my first thought is just like, why are they saying this? Is this true? Is there any truth behind this? And often, like, if there's no truth or they don't know what I've been doing to do this, it doesn't bother me. Now, if they have seen more parts of my journey, like the struggle that I do, and they have given me constructive criticism, constructive feedback, then I'll like, that part stings, but I take it and I use it. Like Sam, what I really love about Sam, TKO Sam, is that, excuse me, one of Sam's like best qualities is that he really cares about his friends and he tells me exactly like it is. Like he does not sugarcoat it and it stings. It stings. Like if he tells me something about my channel, something that I need to change, something that I need to like consider, like he'll tell me exactly, and he doesn't try to do it to hurt me. He just tells me honestly. He doesn't sugarcoat it. He doesn't like over saltify it. Like but Sam, what I really love about Sam is that he tells me exactly how it is and yeah, what I need to do. Now I don't take 100% all of his feedback, his criticism. I just think just like, why does he think this? Is there any truth here? Okay, I'm going to take this part of what he said and I'm going to try it. Let's see. Oh yeah, I kind of branched off of the N-word. Yeah, but the N-word doesn't really bother me. It has nothing to do with me. Okay. I asked because it's different strokes for different folks. Different people will come to you for different things and perspective. Your niche might be just keeping a standard on what you do. Yeah, exactly, King. But that's kind of the slice of life videos that I'm doing. It's more the slice of life videos is just like me living. So I talk to you guys in my slice of life videos, but just not overly too much. The focus of the slice of life videos is to just give you guys a window into like what I'm doing every single day, where I'm going. Albert, I'm only here for the smile. Oh, thank you. Are you at a cafe? Yeah, I'm at the cafe of my hotel. Actually, I have to leave soon. I think they finished breakfast. I don't know if they're going to kick me out soon. Excuse me. I don't know if they're going to kick me out soon. Yeah, there's a guy like at the counter. He can see like directly at me. He's just like staring at me. He was staring at me before I started too. Hello, goodbye. Hey, Milky. I just came in again, but I think that's the definition of adulthood, right? Exactly. That is maturity at its finest. When people say incredibly ignorant things, usually like to consider the environment they came from and how they developed. Yeah, actually, like I find myself. I don't know. It was actually what's his name? The guy with the beanie, the older guy. It was actually him who said you should pity people who are mean to you. I completely agree with that. Like I feel sorry. Like I feel sorry that you think that you have to like cut off something before learning more about it. So you call me the N-word. You have already classified me. You're not giving me the time to explain like who I am, what I am. So I feel sorry for you. You're staying ignorant. Excuse me. Okay, guys, I think I really have to go. Like, I hear stuff in the background. I don't know if they're gonna come, and this guy's staring at me. I'm gonna hurt my feelings, and it takes away anything that would hurt my feelings. And Yeah, your growth is what we want you to achieve as a person, creator, and career-wise. I think Sam's honesty is good. The fakest people tell you what you want to hear. Exactly, Andy. Hello, goodbye. Okay, good life later, please. Hope you have a wonderful day. Moki, how's the essay? Or night. Hello from Mexico City. Hey, just passing by. Think about like this. It might sound negative, but I think of your person as a boy, drug dealer, a D-boy might have come weed. No matter what they push, the quality of it's good. They have. What you talking about, King? The guy looking and is probably saying, "Get out of here, Jasmine." Yeah, I think so. That's why I should get out of here, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. I will be here again tomorrow. I will put a link to my live stream for tomorrow. I think tomorrow I'm going to be studying Japanese. So if you guys want to study kanji with me, you can do that. Yeah. Hope that you have a great day. I will see you guys tomorrow. Thank you so much for joining me. See ya. Thank you so much, Jwyanze, for the donation too. Bye. Share me with your friends.